Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's look at this problem. Determine the XYZ component of the reaction. This reaction is a fixed wall. Remember a fixed wall? It's a reaction in the AX, AY, AZ, and also there is a moment X, moment Y, and moment Z. Fixed support, reaction, and moment. There's 100 Newton going in the negative Z, and there's 200 Newton going in the positive J. Let's do the reactions. If you do summation of forces at X equal to 0, I'm assuming that this is positive. You can see here there's nothing but, let's assume that there is a reaction AX. So you'll see the reaction AX, there's nothing else with it, and that is AX0. Let's look at another reaction, AY. Let's do summation of forces of Y equal to 0. And you can see this is the assumed direction positive, AY. And you can see that there is one force is going in the positive Y, 200. Nothing else. So AY is equal to 100. This is negative. And that means AY is 200 in Newton, and it's going the opposite direction of the assumed. Let's do the last one, summation of forces of Z equal to 0, and of course this is positive Z. Of course, there is a reaction here, AZ. So AZ, and there is only one reaction down in the Z-axis, 100 Newton equal to 0. AZ is equal 100 Newton, and that's true. That is in the positive Z. So now we find the reaction AX, AY, AZ. Since it's a fixed support, there is also a moment. We will assume any direction you want. So this is here. Assume all of them positive, counterclockwise. So this is moment AX, moment AZ, and moment AY. So how we're going to do it is, if you take summation of moment at A equal to 0, you will get that, first of all, MA X, which is in the I, plus MA Y in the J, plus MA Z in the K. Plus, there is two forces. This force, the 100 Newton, so you have to put the determinant I, J, K. And now, what is this distance, or this position vector of the 100 Newton? You can see that this is only 2J. So 0, 2, 0. There's nothing in the X, nothing in the K or the Z. It's only in the Y. Okay? And the force, it is in the negative Z. So 0, 0 minus 100. Okay? And then there's another force that's doing a moment around A, which is this 200 Newton, and you can see that the position vector of this 200 Newton 2.5 in the X, and of course it's 3 in the Y, and you can see that minus 2 in the K because it is in the negative Z direction. And force is 200 Newton in the J, so 0, 200, 0. So now the whole thing is equal to 0. So MAXI MAY J plus MAZK plus. Let's do first of all, if you do the I, it's 2 minus 100. So it is minus 200 I. Okay, that is for the first one, minus 200. And then if you do the J, is 0 minus 0, and that's nothing. K, 0 minus 0. So that's it for this one. Let's do the last determinant. This determinant now. This we finished. We'll do this one now. Let's do the I. 3 times 0, 0, minus, minus. So it is plus 400 I. Let's look at the J. 2.5 times 0 minus 2 times 0. Let's do the K. 2.5. Okay. So the K, it is 2.5 2.5 times 200K, and that's the whole thing is equal to 0. So now we sum up all the I's. MAX minus 200 equal to 0. So you could find out here that the moment of the reaction at A and the I, it's 200 Newton meter, and that's true. And our assumption is correct because we assume it is okay. So it's positive. And how about MAY plus, this is that's not true. Here we have to fix this. Sorry. We have two I's here. This one and this one. So minus 200 plus 400. You know, again, it's really good to check it before we proceed with the solution. MAX now plus 200, so it's going to be minus 200 Newton meter. We assumed that it is positive, which means it is 200 Newton meter, and it's either you do it like this or you do it clockwise. That is the moment at X. Moment at Y, you can see here there's no J, so this is plus 0. So MAY is equal to 0. And then the last one, MAZ. And there is 2.5 times 200. 2.5 times 200, it is plus 500 equal to 0. Minus 500. Uh, 500 Newton meter, and it is negative, so which means it is opposite to our assumed one, so it will be also clockwise. I think this is it. So we found the reaction AX, we found the reaction AY, we find the reaction AZ, and then we find moment MAX, which is 200 Newton meter clockwise, and we find moment AY 0, and we find moment at AZ, it's 500 Newton meter, and it's clockwise. Okay.